because I did one a few years ago and surprisingly a lot of you liked it, and also I enjoy looking back at it to see how much has changed and what is the same. Today is Tuesday, which means I have to get up early for playgroup. I always start off my day by taking ondansetron, which is an anti-nausea medication, and then I take Creon and tacrolimus. Creon is to help digest food, and tacrolimus is an anti-rejection medication. And then I have breakfast, which is a banana and choc chip muffin. So usually I take this lot of morning meds an hour after I'd woken up, or even later, but because I just get up and go for playgroup, I'd take it like 15 minutes later, if that. First we have vancomycin. You don't like the table, don't like the table. Vancomycin is to help treat my IBD, 2 of these ones, and this is omeprazole, and that is for my acid reflux and pancreatitis. Keppra, and Keppra is the drug that treats my epilepsy. Good deal, I'll be back. Bye, Evie. It is 12:15 now and playgroup is finished. Usually it finishes a lot later, but the Tuesday group is really small. There's only 4 kids enrolled, so it doesn't take long to clean up, because the less kids there are, the less mess they make. And there was no super messy class today. But now that playgroup is finished, I'm going to duck down to the library really quick while I'm out and about. And also, for those, I don't know if everybody knows, I cannot drive. I am medically unfit to drive, simply because of my such extreme fatigue and brain fog, and therefore slow reflexes, and can't concentrate on too many things at once. So I can't drive, so I either catch public transport or I get a lift, or what I do for playgroup and for running errands and stuff is I have a mobility scooter that I use to get around, which is awesome because it means I can get places myself. Hi! So now that I'm home with this happy puppy, I'm really hungry, so... Evie, don't bark! Inside, come on! Thank you. So while my garlic bread is cooking, I usually wake up around 10, and playgroup I wake up around 8, and then immediately get up and go hang out with little kids, and I'm exhausted. I'm going to take some meds. Drugs are good. It's a life lesson. One of the medications I take is actually like a little Band-Aid patchy thing. It is buprenorphine. Trialed me on 5 milligrams for the 7 days instead of the 10, which doesn't sound like much, but it's very strong. And it's not really working out well for me. The 5s aren't enough, and I'm having to take an endone every single day, which is bad. This is safer than taking endone every single day, so we have to go back up to the 10 milligrams, but we need to go back to the doctor to get a script, and ugh. This one off. So I do that once a week. Pain medication is for my stomach pain that I get. I'm going to take endone for my stomach pain. I'm going to take Panadol for my headache. I get fatigue headaches. Another Creon to help absorb my food. This is my lunch, 2 small pieces of garlic bread. It's 3:30 now. As you can see, I just showered. I laid down and watched TV for about 2 hours, and then I had a quick shower. Because I showered, I took the dressing off my feeding tube, so I need to fix that up now. And for those who don't know, this is a PEG. It's a type of feeding tube that we hook me up to overnight, and I get about 40 to 50% of my nutrition through it at the moment, and like 80% of my hydration. And that's done. Now I'm really tired, but I have a lot to do. So the kitchen is a little bit messy. There's not really much room to do anything, so I might clean that up a little bit, and I actually need to make some pink edible glitter. Okay, so that was a lot quicker and easier than I thought it would be. That's done, ready to go. The other thing I need to do for this same baking project is I need to print out a template that I can trace over with candy melts. So I'm gonna go to the computer and do that, and while I'm doing it, I might have some afternoon tea, some Doritos, and probably a cookie. Also, because I'm eating again, we'll be taking a Creon to help digest the food. So after doing those few quick little jobs, I watched some more TV and just chilled out, and I'm still incredibly exhausted. My eyes currently sting from exhaustion, but I have things to do, and it's only 5:20. There's 2 more jobs I need to do today. I need to make an agenda for a meeting tomorrow, and then I also need to start getting to work on some cupcake toppers that I'm going to make. Alright, so after doing that for an hour, I still have a lot to go, but it's 6:30 and I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some dinner. Tonight for dinner, I'm just going to make some pasta. And this is dinner. So I just spent about another hour working on these bus cupcake toppers. More meds, tacrolimus again, vancomycin again, and Keppra again. So I've just been lying here for the past hour, not really doing anything, just like scrolling through social media, resting. And I have an Eve down here snugging, and now I'm gonna start getting ready for bed because it can take a while. Okay, explanation of my feeds. For those who don't know how it works, I have a feeding tube here. This tiny bit here is the part that actually hooks up into me, and then as you can see, it's a lot of tube. And we hook that up, and that's how I get my nutrition and my hydration. For people who are also using feeding tubes and stuff or know anything about this, this is the formula I'm on. If you have 1 litre of it, that equals total nutrition, everything you need, at least for someone my size. And I currently have about 400 mils a night, and then we top it up with just water for extra hydration. Often than not, Mum usually sets this up simply because by the end of the day I'm tired, but she's away right now, so I'm doing it. I'll fill this up again so that in the morning, when that goes over like 6 in the morning, I fill it up with just water, which flushes out the tubes a bit, and then obviously it gets even more hydration in. I've just got to get up in halfway through my sleep. While we're on medical things, I'll go through the last bit of my meds that I take today. I will take another ondansetron for my nausea. So I take melatonin to fall asleep, which I'm obviously not going to take right now because I'm not going to bed yet. Nicitetine, which is again for acid reflux, pancreatitis type stuff. Amitriptyline, which is for my fatigue headaches. I have more Creon to go with my feeds and also with supper. The other thing I also always do at this time of night is do all my devotional stuff, and I also look at my diary and see what I have on the next day to make sure I've not forgotten things, which I often do. While I'm doing my devotions, I'm also going to eat my supper, which is a hot cross bun. One thing I will point out quickly is you probably noticed that I have eaten 0 fruit or vegetables today, and that is because with my IBD, my bowel disease, too much fibre is bad because I don't have a colon, and the colon is the part that digests fibre in your body. If I eat too much fibre, which fruit and vegetables have a lot of, just goes straight through. Depending on how bad my IBD is at the time, depends on how much fibre I eat. Hello. I love you. I love you. So that's kind of it for my day. I've done everything. I think I've shown everything on camera. That's a typical Tuesday for me. Did you find a squeaky toy? When I'm editing the video, I'll say what time I actually fell asleep. So, but that's all. Thanks for watching and good night. Hi, crazy pants.